So I'm Ron with Pacific Permaculture. I'm going to go to the beach again. So check this out at the bridge. This is if you're in the cash lane. There's no cash. They send you a bill. It's all like a fast track system. So it's super quick. You don't wait for anybody anymore in line. Anyway, so I'm crossing the San Rafael Bridge. It's also known as the Richmond San Rafael Bridge. It's a really long bridge. So right above the rail here, that's San Quentin Prison. Anyhow, we're not going to there. We're bypassing that, of course. So if any of you are in the Bay Area, you have a little way you'll know how to get to the coast. Instead of going just to the beach in San Francisco, you can go to the ones in Marin without crossing that Golden Gate Bridge. It gets pretty windy out there. So there's a closer up view of San Quentin. Not like it matters, you know, it's not important in my life. But we're going to take Sir Francis Drake Boulevard. That's the one we're going to take. Take Sir Francis Drake. Right here. It doesn't totally look like an exit. It's an exit. It looks like you're going off into Podunk somewhere on a frontage road, and then turns out, nope, it's the real exit. Problem. Anywho, parts of this might just hit the cutting room floor. You know, I mean, probably all going to be in here. You're going to put the whole place. So right here, you got a bunch of ferry boats. This is Larkspur right up in here. Yeah, like if somebody wanted to commute into San Francisco, they could do it from right here. Folks live in the North Bay. They commute in, take all these ferry boats. I think they're not as active right now because probably not as many people are at work, right? So that's the thing. But anyway, that's the thing. We're going to go off into here. And then we're going to go on to south on 101. And then we're going to go on to Highway 1. So let's see how this all works for us. exit to Highway 1. Stinson Beach, 1 mile, says the sign. Yeah, 1 mile to the exit. Another about a 30 miles or something, I don't know exactly the miles, but quite a while time-wise to get there. I'm gonna stop in Ye Olde store on the way and get some nice grubbity dubbities, you know, whatever. Old grub. Pick up some grub on the way. Fill the old gullet. I like using these terms that we don't hear very often anymore. Kinda, it'd be sad if everybody spoke exactly the same, only in super proper English that's in the dictionary, and don't have any of the old phrases or words. So I'm doing my little part to preserve some of that. Seeing things like grub or, you know, yonder. You know, that's where we get a little bit of a regional thing. We say different things, and I'm a multi kind of regional dialect person. I pick up words from everywhere. People say sometimes I sound like I'm from the South. No, I guess I've been around people from the South a lot. And I have a lazy brain, okay? If I find a word or phrase that's easier to say, I usually go for that one. Sign, welcome to Tamalpais Valley. So the mountain we go over is called Mount Tamalpais. But you know, if you live in the Bay Area, most people just call it Mount Tam. We don't say the whole word all the time. We know it, but we just call it Mount Tam. Anyway. Go over here. Go down here and the sign says 101 North. You go left. You get up here to this crazy looking building. It looks like the club sign if you got a say you got a deck of cards. Looks like the club. Okay. And anyway, you make a left at that, right in front of that crazy looking building. This building has been a rug store. So many, I don't know if it's changed hands or they just changed the name of it. This little store is called Good Earth. Natural foods. Okay, now I've been buying organic for 23 years. Just kind of a local version of, like, say, like Whole Foods or some other natural kind of market. Let's go check it out. I love this in a small package, even though we always talk about not creating a lot of packaging. I love these things. Just the right size package. Handy dandy. Stuff here I like. Really good. Gut health. So this stuff, several times I've had this hemp kombucha, and I'm not trying to be like this as I'm promoting a particular brand. Several times I've been worn out, doing a lot of shifts, didn't get a lot of rest. And I laid around for a couple days and rested and drank a few bottles of that and came out healthy, where I think I would have came down with something otherwise. Anyhow, There's a lot of natural food stores in the Bay Area, and it's not quite mainstream. I wouldn't go that far, but I got into this thing a long time ago, and I'm glad there's more places I can stop and get what I need. And a lot of healthy lifestyle going on here. Anyhow, excuse me, be that as it may, heading on for the beach. There's the beach we're heading to. It's Muir Beach. Doing the old slalom. And over yonder, that's Green Beach Farm. If you can see it in the viewfinder, I just pointing the camera over that way while I'm driving. Can't do everything at once. I got a horse crossing sign. Horse crossing, 1,400 foot. And Muir Woods is ahead, Muir Beach to the left, friends. That's where we're going. Look at all the crazy mailboxes they got here. Tons of them. People are living up in here, I guess. Oh, shoot. I wonder if this place is closed for now. On second thought, apparently they just had to clear out the way so then I could go through. So I thought I was gonna have to turn around, but anyway, I don't know how far this beach is, this parking lot is from the beach, because it's been so long since I've been here to this one. And anywho, we're gonna find a close-ish spot if we can. Close spot to park for the old permaculturist dude. Anyway, so we're parking here, see what happens. I think I'll bust out my grub. Got some chicken salad up in there. I just got to get the forks out of my trunk. Chicken salad looks pretty good. Looks pretty good. Got a bunch of little waves and stuff. Fires out here probably at night or something, and charcoal. When I was younger, I didn't like this beach as much because it was not necessarily the same thing I was looking for. I was looking for a big old beach that I get in the waves and stuff. And the waves are a bit smaller here and stuff, seems like. And anyway, I kind of like it now. Kind of a secluded place to be. Hoping I could get some bird shots today. This isn't optimal, this setting as I'd like. Do some adjustment here. Pretty nice, so day you can be at the beach on the Pacific Ocean, friends. Take a day and be at the beach. It's wonderful. Here's the coastline. Isn't that beautiful? Got some waves in there too. Anyway, so now I'm here. They got individual restrooms, and I have to say, none of them have a sink. So times like this, I'm glad I had some sanitizing spray in my car because of all this corona thing, and because this is not even a flush toilet, it's just like a pit, some kind of a tank. And over here they say restoring habitat. How they're restoring Muir Beach. So the National Park Service from 2009 to 2013 have done some restoration over here, and here's the things they have. Red-winged blackbird, they got the California newt, coho salmon smolt, great blue heron, and apparently some river otters have come back. They created critical habitat for surviving resilience of native plants and animals. Anyway, this is through the Park Service and a lot of volunteer efforts, so times because man has lent his hand so heavily to degrading a habitat, we need to lend our hands to bring it back to where nature will regenerate again on its own. So anyway, they say leave the wildlife alone, you know, leave the native plants alone. There's areas to walk, pathways, stay within them. Here is the mighty Pacific, friends. As I said in my other video, nothing like it. Little bit cold, but I'm sure other places the water's even colder. So be it, as they say. If the shot is a little bit shaky, just so everybody knows, I don't have one of these fancy and expensive gyroscopic things they call a gimbal to keep everything steady. So I'm a little bit old school here. Can't spend for those fancy things right now. Those things are a little bit spendy. And I'm trying to stick to a lower budget here with this channel. Best I can. Well, I don't want to really climb up into these rocks today, so I'm not going to make a 180 loop. A big old clams got broken open here by a seabird apparently. Eating those. Got one flip-flop. Typical beach findings. Hopefully somebody needs the other one, has the other one, needs one. Finds it. We're looking back at where I come from. Was over around that way. I'm going to make this journey quick because I don't want to run out of battery life. I ran out of battery life on the way, and because I had a second Instamatic video camera, then I just changed the battery with the other one. But I don't want to run out before some cool things come up. Just whoa! So I'm trying not to land on my head here, climbing over rocks. I'm not as agile as I'd like to be. We got all this seaweed. What kind? I couldn't tell you, but we see this along the west coast. This kind of rubbery seaweed stuff. I don't know the botanic names of all this, so maybe I should learn them, but I haven't yet. Anyway, it's just a nice journey to take a walk out here, get away from everything, get away from the stresses of society, and just get a little breather. You know, there isn't even a whole lot of people out here. It is during the week though. I chose versus the weekend when, you know, there's gajillions of people. Because I'm a person that's only working part-time right now, I decided I should use that to my advantage. Get out to some places that I want to video. Because I'm not working as often. And look at this old burned up boat. Must have been a piece of a boat washed up on the shore. And anyway, like that, just, you know, trying to maximize here, maximize my life. So this old rock, I think what's cool is it has this big crack, and the crack actually looks like it's newer to me anyway. And looks like all of a sudden just said, you know what, I'm going to break right here. And looks pretty cool. The rock itself looks cool. Anyway, that's the way that goes. Nothing like the feel of this ocean air here at the beach, Pacific coast. Nothing like it, friends. We'll go a little inland of this, just up the beach more, not run into folks. This kind of video of the sand. It's where if it's a really high tide, I would imagine it gets wet up in here, but for now it's not today. And that's the thing, just cruise it along. Only expectations is that I'm just kind of relaxing, enjoying, noticing things, and putting up one more video. Now, my self-imposed challenge is 55 days of video, and I believe this is day number 16 if I counted properly. So I'm doing okay, about a third of the way in, and when I can, I'm trying to make more than one so I can post it on the day when I can't, right? Or fill in with just dream something up that I can video, right? So that's part of my challenge. It's helping me focus having that challenge, to be honest with everybody. You know, yeah, it's a struggle sometimes, but the challenges make us better at things, you know, so we need these challenges. What kind of started me on this is I met up with a guy online that's really cool and told him I'd support his channel. So I watched all of his videos. I played all of that man's videos. And a lot of them were live stream videos, so they were 2 hours plus long. And in attempting to do that and get the rest of my life in order and, you know, live a decent life, at the same time I had to focus. So I realized, you know, if I have more of a goal, I'll focus better instead of squandering my time when I could be doing a video. So that kind of thing. So I pose this goal on myself, and as I'm talking, not looking at the camera of course, but anyway, that's the thing. I'm always leery of dogs. You know, most dog owners will say their dog doesn't bite. Well, you have to think of this. How often does a dog bite the owner? Okay, I'm the stranger that's likely to bite. So if I'm in a public area and there's a dog, I take a wide berth around. I don't get too close to it. Anyway, we're cruising here, like I say. Trying to get out here and walk around without disturbing people's space. And yet I'm ditzing around, not really looking, so that's a challenge. I'm just kind of looking at the sand walking around. Oh, somebody's space here. Not about Corona, just about the respect of giving them some space. Like I'd want.